Okay. I got sent this one. This is the last one for this little session. I got sent this one probably, honestly, half a dozen times by different people. I've taught quite a bit of self-defense uh, to different levels of people, different classes and stuff, everywhere from, young university students to like older retired church groups, the whole thing. And each time it's a different approach. But this one was sent to me, and I have some comments on this, and I want to break this apart. But let's give it a look first.
Retired Secret Service Agent Scott Bryson, and as promised, we're going to do some safety tips for the parking lot. We've done some of these in the past, but we've been talking about how to load a car safely. So what I've kind of done here, as you can see, is I'm in the jam of the door, and I've kind of created myself a little box, a little triangle. It's not a box, but a safety zone here. I'm in a triangle, a pyramid, whatever you want to call it. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to unlock the car so I can get in it. Then I'm going to relock the car so some ding dong can't come through the other side. Get it? Then we're going to put the baby in, strap him or her down, and then we're going to unload the car. Does that make sense? I hope it does. None of this stuff's rocket science. It's just common sense. But what we don't want to do is this. This is the big takeaway. I think the other stuff's important too. Unlocking the car to get in, and then kind of locking it right back, especially if you've got a child. You don't want to just give up your six, right? You don't want to give up your backside. And I'm doing things here. Somebody could come up and do whatever, right? So that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to just turn around and just be completely oblivious. That would be condition white. We want to stay in yellow, right? I'm retired.
All right. Lots of things to break down there. First off, let's go to the comments. First comment, carry a gun. Use gun if in danger. Dipshit. Let's look at, in what godforsaken hellscape do you live where surviving a trip to the plant nursery requires this level of special forces hypervigilance? I'm sure it's a real place. I just don't want to live there. What do you do with the cart after baby and everything is loaded? Blah, 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 blah. Talking about filling the gas tank. I have a story about that too. Okay, we'll do blah, blah. So a couple of things. This is my personal opinion. Your mileage may vary. I think the basic structure of what he's talking about is valid. You don't want to give up your six. I don't like saying it like that. It sounds dorky. But you don't want to be oblivious. Okay, you do want to pay attention to your surroundings. You can see what's happening around you. The military talks about 5, 10s, and 20s. So 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, or whatever the hell distance you want to use, 5, 10, 20. So we're really good at the 5 to 10, right? We're really good at the immediate surroundings. You think about 5 feet around you. Yeah, that's like someone grabbing you distance. 10 is like rounding corners, like what's immediately behind you when you're standing there in the doorway. And then 20 is peripheral vision and what you see, behind the other cars or people approaching you and stuff. So you're not like hyper vigilant, like RoboCop special forces guy, but you can just look at 5, 10s, and 20s, right? You can sort of take those things in and think about that as a scanning distance. So first of all, pay attention to that. Like he's saying, don't just stick your head in the car and give up everything. Even if you're putting that kid in the car, you can look around, you can pay attention. For God's sakes, don't just walk up staring at your phone and not paying attention to anything. Okay. Where I begin to have problem is the cart deal. Like he's like backing himself in there with the cart, which I don't agree with that, because if I were attacking this guy, I would just push the cart into him. You know what I mean? Because first of all, if I were attacking this guy, I would have a weapon. And I would just push the cart into him and then hold the weapon on him. He'd have to climb into that car to get away from me. That's bad. I get what he's talking about, putting something between you and the attacker. Maybe that's what you need to do. Every situation is different. But as a general rule, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I do like using the door to your back. I do like placing the inside of the car to your back. Okay? I do like thinking about the order in which I do things, the order in which I address the child or whatever, the order I address my surroundings, and the order in which I address putting the things into the car, right? Very smart. The thing about the gun, You can tell the guy's carrying a gun. He's printing right here. Let's see. It went past it, but you can watch this video over and over.